In this video, we're going to take a look at the new weather app that was introduced on the iPad with iPadOS 16. Let's go to my iPad. Now, prior to iPadOS 16, the only way that we could get the weather by default on the iPad was through a widget. We could add a widget for the weather, but then when we tapped on that widget, what it would do is go over to Safari and it'd take you to weather.com. We did not have a native weather app on the iPad, even though we had one on the iPhone. Well, now with iPadOS 16, we have a native weather app. This is built by Apple using Dark Sky technology. This is a company that they purchased a few years ago. Let's take a look at this new weather app. I'm going to tap on it to open it up. Now, the first thing is you're going to see a list over on the left side. If you do not see this list, what you'll have to do is tap on the icon in the upper left-hand corner. When I tap on this, what it does is it hides that list. I tap on it again, it opens it up. Let's first take a look at the weather details, then we'll come back to this list. So I'm going to hide this. Now, when we're looking at the weather here, you're going to see that we have these various cards. This is what I call cards. So I have the UV index here. I have sunset. I have the feels like temperature. These are all various cards. 10-day forecast. When we tap on any one of these cards, we can get more detail. So let's go over to the feels like temperature. It's 51 degrees, or it feels like it's 51. I want to know what the forecast is, the hour-by-hour forecast for the feels like is, as well as the 10-day forecast. Well, all you have to do is just tap on this, and then it opens up and we have more detail. We can see the hour-by-hour, and when I swipe, I can see the 10-day forecast. We can see we have a calendar up here. I can even skip ahead and let's see what it's going to look like next Saturday. And again, when I'm looking at that day, I can see the hour by hour. I can change this as well. You're going to see that we have a little caret here, which means I can tap on it and I can select what this card is going to show. And when we swipe up, we have a summary as well as what the feels like temperature is based off of. So we have a lot more detail when we tap on any one of these. Let's go over to rainfall. I want to see if it's going to rain. Again, I have my hour by hour. I can swipe over to get my daily forecast. And when I swipe up, I can get a daily summary. When we're looking at our 10-day forecast and I tap on it, again, I can get more detail about any specific day. So by default, we get a nice little summary, but if we tap on any one of these, even including the radar, we can get more information. I can show layers in here, as well as make it full screen. I'm going to tap on Done. So that is our details weather. Now let's take a look at our sidebar. I'm going to go over to our sidebar here in the upper left-hand corner. We have our various cities. This does sync with the iPhone, so if I were to add a city on my iPhone, it would show up on my iPad here. If I add a city on my iPad, it'll show up on my iPhone. I tap on any one of these to open it up. We're going to Key West next week. I tap on it. Now what I'm able to do is see what the forecast is, including when we arrive there, what the weather is going to be. So we have the same information for any one of these cities here. If you want to add a city, what you do is you search here. So let's go with Mackinac City. This is north of us. I tap on it. I can view that information, and if I want to add it to my watch list, I tap on Add. Now, if you want to edit this list, what you do is you go up to More in the upper right-hand corner of our list here, and then you're going to see Edit List. This is where we can go and remove cities from this list. If I wanted to remove Plano, this is where my brother-in-law used to live. He doesn't live there anymore. So what I can do now is remove this. So all I have to do is just drag it over to the left, and it is now removed from that list. And it'll be removed from my iPhone. When you are done, all you have to do is just tap on Done, and we're back at our list. Now, in addition to all of this weather detail, we can also set the iPad to give us notifications when there is severe weather in a specific location. We can also have it send us a notification when there's going to be precipitation in the next hour for any one of these locations here. Now, the first thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that you have the location in here. So let's say I wanted to receive notifications, severe weather notifications or alerts with Flushing. This is where my in-laws are. I also want to receive any alerts when there's going to be precipitation in the next hour. In order to do that, what we do is we go up to our More button again here in the sidebar, and then we go over to Notifications. Now, if you haven't set this up, you may have to tap on a few more cards. Basically, you have to enable notifications for the weather app. Once you do that, what you're able to do is set, if you want to receive notifications for the severe weather in your current location, wherever your iPad is, as well as next hour precipitation. And then in addition to that, you can set it for other cities that you have in your list. So I want it for Flushing. This is where my in-laws live. So I'm going to go to Flushing here. I tap on it, and now what I'm able to do is set severe weather notifications for Flushing as well as next hour precipitation. I'm actually going to leave next hour precipitation off. I tap on Done, and if Flushing is going to have severe weather, I will now receive that on my iPad. So in addition to severe weather notifications for your current location, you can now do it on a city-by-city basis based on the cities you have in your list here. Now, if you do set up these notifications on a city-by-city basis, it does not sync this information across all your different devices. So when I set up my notifications for Flushing here, it did not sync with my iPhone. So what I'm going to have to do is set this also up on my iPhone. So it does not sync these settings across your different devices. But it does sync your different locations across your different devices. So if you add a city here, it will be added on your iPhone. You remove a city here, it'll be removed on your iPhone. So that is the new weather app on the iPad. Basically, it's the same weather app that we now have on the iPhone. You're going to have similar features on the weather app with the iPhone and iOS 16. We have detailed information by tapping on any one of the cards, including hour-by-hour forecast, and we can set severe weather notifications and next hour precipitation for any city that we have in our list. So that is the new weather app on the iPad with iPadOS 16.